Welcome to the ever-promised day in the life video. I said this would happen and I guarantee most of you didn't expect this to begin with me in bed. Yeah, it's currently 12, but yeah, no, this is going to be a fun day full of many Neremik centric activities. We will find out where it takes us, and basically, it's just going to be a cool behind-the-scenes / an expanded version of the old How I Make My Videos because they're old, outdated, and well, I think we can do it better if we add a bit more flair to it by just covering the whole day. And hopefully, you guys find this marginally interesting.
So it's now 1:42, a little bit later. As you can see, showered, I now look presentable. And I've just sorted lunch. So I've been to the local sandwich place. Everyone's have a sandwich, and then from the house I've just got some crisps and a Coke. You may also notice I am AFK and thought might save the world mission because I am down bad and like free V-Bucks. So after we're done with this, we can actually get into like the video stuff. This is just usually me being productive doesn't start until like 2:30, but afterwards it gets spicy. But until then, I'm going to enjoy my bacon and sausage baton, thank you very much. So it's now 2:38 and I want to get a recording done, but there is literally like a few things I need to set up before we're good. First and foremost, PC's all fine, all we use to record is OBS, and today's a good day because I feel like recording Minecraft, because that has a bit more editing in it than anything else. In terms of things you need to do though, it's summer, so there's like a few extra things that I feel should make it in. And first and foremost, this fan, I'm just going to pop that off. I had it running on purpose. I can't record with my fan on, because obviously my microphone will pick it up. Like, it sounds stupid, but like, I kind of need to cook myself alive in summer to get a recording. And the other thing, which I hate to admit it, we need to shut this too. And it might shock you that the reason why is the neighbours don't hear me. Okay, an important thing, if I'm on call, I have a microphone over here. But for the sake of recordings and just getting better audio quality, I have it right here in front of me, just full detail. Also, I have a load of different things in my OBS. I may as well pick you up to show you. God knows this might end horribly when I try to rebalance it. But as you can see in my OBS, we have all these different little things listed that are just my sources. So it can like range from different capture card settings depending on console, little overlay things, for example for playing Mega Man, and of course Minecraft because that runs at a bit of a weird resolution. Now, the fun part is rebalancing my thing and goddamn praying that it doesn't fall off. I'm going to try and have it on there for the entire recording, and just, if it lives, I will be surprised. Now you guys don't see this. I just realised this is like a really weird moment. I don't know if I've shot this before. Like, I won't change how I act for this, but I don't think it's ever been seen how I would act in a video that doesn't have face cam. And you will notice, like, of course I was recording, but I still gotta focus on the game. You will notice I have like a fair few eccentricities as if no camera is there. And that's like a really weird detail I've picked up on. Where it's like, it's better to, there's my mic. It's like weird to have like my hand movements and stuff. It's almost like practice when I'm recording with face cam. It's like a very weird detail I picked up. It's like, it's cool, you'll see what I mean. There is no face cam for this, I need to just keep my fingers on the mouse and keyboard. But I will still find some weird way, make some weird gestures, and yeah, you get to watch all this at like ×7 speed for all I know. So welcome to the part recorded on the normal setup, but as you can see I've just finished recording Minecraft Hardcore. But I do want to actually show a few behind the scenes things in just how videos are picked and done. So, this is my YouTube channel dashboard, and as you can see, it basically shows every video I've uploaded, views, comments, yada yada. It's good for managing the channel. Now, I was in the mood to record Minecraft Hardcore, but if you look at it, it was also kind of due to be recorded. I've got a load of stuff pre-recorded that I am just yet to upload naturally, but if you factor that in, and the fact I've got like a GTA video I meant to upload all the way down here, so we got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 videos in front of the last Minecraft Hardcore video, which usually signals it's about time for a new one. And that's just generally how I figure it out. About a week between videos, maybe less if like, you know, the last one does particularly well, there's high demand. Generally, that's the shout. So as you can see, it was due for it. Last one did okay, so there's no reason to do it any sooner, so we do it now. Now, in terms of editing, this has evolved quite a fair bit from the old versions. First of all, I legally own Vegas this time. I'm not going to show you that because you can just nick my license key, but I do legally own Vegas. It is registered to my PC, and you can tell because I have this little thing up here that isn't in any of the cracked versions. So, this is Minecraft. This is everything we just recorded. First things first, we need to delete this layer. This is usually 99 out of 100 recordings. This serves zero purpose. but on the 1% recordings it does, it will record my capture card audio, which is really helpful if this, which normally would have my capture card audio on it, for some reason breaks. Just means I've got like a backup version of it if it's alright, and then I have my mic track here. Usually these will be the same if I'm recording. This one usually works fine, and it's a bit better tuned, but this is good backup. Just maybe need to tweak it. It's just a bit for redundancy more than anything. But we can delete that, as this doesn't involve a capture card. And we can then get to trimming. So first things first, I know I'm immediately going to have to turn myself up to about like 3, and I'm going to have to turn this down to about like 11. It's just like some general figures, you get a feel for them. So now though, if you were to listen to this, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. It'll help out a bunch. It lets me know if you want some more of this and all that good stuff. So that's pretty alright. We just need to find the end of the recording, which is here. And so I can drag this, and then if I click at the top of each of these lines, I can fade them out so it does the thing that you see at the end. So I say out and fade to black. It's nice, it's a pleasant way to round out. We pretty much do the same with the intro, so we find out where I actually start the recording, which I think is here, unless I do a retake, which I do actually. Here's what's going on. My name is Neremik. Sometimes I don't catch that. I think the most obvious example of that is in the Virtue's Last Reward video, finale. I do a retake like a few minutes in, because I'm not on the right voice language, and you hear me say fuck. I know it's there, and I can edit it out, but I like the idea of it being there, so it stays. But then, we have kind of a beginning, again, will you do that? Here's what's going on. My name is Neremik, and welcome back to more Minecraft. Pretty good. Minecraft is a bit loud, so I'm going to turn it down a tad bit more to about 13, drag it there, and normally, for most videos, this is where it would end. If there's no like parts where I need to cut in and out, or like splice it together, this is pretty much it. I've developed my commentary style to basically have this serve as like minimal editing as possible. I run and talk and move from tasks pretty one way to the other to where I don't need jump cuts. If this was Zelda, maybe be a few different things in here, and say for example, if I would do a split here, this was one clip, this was the other, and I trimmed them so I, don't have any dead noise. I literally just overlay them like this to go between them, and that's how I'd get multiple clips together. But as this one does not have multiple clips or any need for that, there you go. So we just have a nice slab of recording. And if you're familiar with Minecraft, you do know that we actually have some music playing in the background, and we usually turn that all the way down to like -29. Like it's meant to play underneath Minecraft more than anything. And as you can see, you can open it in this window here that just does stuff. Very helpful. It just shows me basically every track I've got, and I can drag it in like so. And then I can manually adjust them as such. So I'm going to speed this part up, and then I'll explain my thought process later on. Okay, so I've dragged and dropped my music in. Generally, the neighbour's dog is barking. This would be a good example for why I would say, put a cut. Trim the beginning. But we'll keep it in, because it's good for the sake of argument. But basically, I might just throw stuff in based on general vibes and hope I haven't used it in a previous episode. And for the first track, I add a bit of a fade in, and as I'm sure for the last track you can guess, I drag it to where it needs to finish, and then I add it to fade out along with the rest. Now you'll notice they overlap occasionally here. That's what these blue lines are. It's basically just there's dead noise at the beginning of each song, and it sounds more pleasant if they fade between each other. But first, we need to tune the audio. So, while it is down 25 decibels, you may notice, so I'm very glad this wasn't. It can still be a bit too high. So if we were to just go down to like here, unchecked, it's not a lot, but it adds a lot. Also, we need to. And then if we were to do it here, it's like, honestly, again, a bit too loud. Drag it down a tiny bit more, and it fits a bit better. And then you can hear me on top of that, which I'll drag down to about 2.7. I think maybe where I was in before was a bit of an error. But now, as you can see, they kind of blend between each other, which I just think is less distracting when you're watching the video. So for example, I'm talking. This one naturally ends, and then, before you realise it, we have gone into Butterfly from Persona 5, and there's no like awkward gap between them. I like it. I think it's neat. We just got to drag them all down. Of course, deal with you. Certain ones don't need doing it. This is naturally a quiet song than the last two. And then I think this one is the same, actually. What the fuck? Well, it doesn't need to go down as much. And yeah, then we just keep going through. The bob music is really loud, so we've got to drag it down a fair bit. But the general idea is just have it playing in the background so it's not the forefront of the video. And there we go. That is it. That is the video. Done, dusted. Namaste. Unless the final thing we do, again, everything sounds fine. You can leave it a listen through, but I just did it live. Sounds pretty good to me. Just got to drag this, which is known as the loop region. And then I go on File, I go on Render As, and give it a sec to load. I can export it. So I do it as HEVC AAC. It is a pain to edit with, but as usually I don't use the raw video files themselves in editing. I can just do that, 1440p 60 FPS, we call it something like Minecraft Hardcore, or MCHC, and then we export it. I would show you my render settings, but I just copied them off somewhere off the internet, so here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, and here's 4. and that's pretty much all you're getting. I know what most of them do, I just blindly follow someone else's guide to set it up. And then we hit render. But before we do that, I'm going to stop recording on this, because otherwise it will crash. I'm going to go back here now. While my video's rendering, I can do a fair few things on my computer. I can watch YouTube, browse Twitter, and there's only so many games I can play, naturally. Rendering uses up a decent portion of both my CPU and GPU usage, and if I play anything, it'll either lag to high hell, crash. There's like a list of games I've got mentally prepared that I can play whilst exporting that will not use too much resources and they'll run just fine without really making it take any longer to export than it needs to. And I'm feeling in a certain mood today, but I figure before I go and play this, I'm going to prepare some G Fuel, because I'm an addict, I don't know what else to tell you. So I'm back, got myself a G Fuel shaker. I don't think I've shown this one before. It is the stainless steel one. I paid a decent bit for it on their website, but has the added benefit of only being one serving, so I stop having 1.5 servings whenever I have it. And also it keeps it nice and cold, especially good for summer now. Okay, so the ice is mostly melted, so it doesn't make as bad a noise. But if you're wondering what flavour this is inspired by Shock Mango Lemonade. It is genuinely, I know most YouTubers will big up their own G Fuel flavour as being the best, but genuinely I think this is my favourite flavour of G Fuel. It is a shame I've already had like a decent portion of it, but my god, it is mwah. And if you want to talk about the flavours I've got while I'm shaking this, just buy myself time before we get to the mango-y goodness in here. Off the top of my head, I used to have a tub of French vanilla rice coffee, which was shit awful, and dubbed Melman, later rebranded to Watermelon Mint, gave it away to my friend Rin. And slash Yurako, as many as you may know them. And then currently, hidden in my wardrobe, I have Miami Nights, PewDiePie, Blue Bomber Slushy, Raspberry Iced Tea, Shiny Splash, and Hype Sauce. So 6 more in there, and that is my 7th. If you think that's excessive, it is. But to the contrary, it's not Pepsi, and it tastes okay, and encourages me to keep my waters up. So it smells really good, so I'm pretty sure it's done. And no, they're not sponsoring me, that's just genuine impressions. It tastes goddamn nice, this, and also it gives me an energy boost, so it's a win-win. Oh, I put a little bit more powder in there than usual, but it's cold, it's making my teeth hurt, which is usually a good sign. But it's fresh, it is refreshing, and it keeps me awake. So it genuinely is a win-win. I don't have these every day, but like I have them every few days, so they're good. They're a good treat as when I have them, shall I say. Now I can sit there, I'll just sit on it for the rest of the afternoon, but you may wonder what I can possibly play while my computer is exporting. Honestly, there is a few answers. I can play Minecraft without shaders usually, otherwise I've just finished recording Minecraft, just makes too much sense. Again, I could just browse YouTube and Twitter for a hot minute, or I got back into this a little bit more recently. I actually used to play this on the channel, so to just go grab it for you guys. I guarantee some of you won't have seen these for a while, if at all. This is a Guitar Hero controller. Specifically, it is the rare model. First came out for the 360, has a wire that you can put into a USB. There are not many of these, and they sell for way more than what I initially bought it for. I'm going to just stick this in here. You know, I've just had performance-enhancing drugs. I think it would be rude not to put them to the test and try and play a little bit of Guitar Hero for my own measure. I would screen record, but as I'm doing this while it's exploding, I can't, so you just get to see me destroy this controller. Maybe I'll edit over some kazoo covers or whatever I'm playing, you know, just for the fun of it. So I'm just going to narrate over this for a second. One of the main songs I decided to play was Freebird, to show off. It's known for having a 4+ minute guitar solo at the end that sounds pretty impressive. So yeah, if it looks like whatever I'm doing with my hand, it looks kind of painful to be doing that quickly, even if it is sped up. Yeah, you're right, I think my reaction at the end of it all speaks for itself, really. But yeah, this is just a nice lesson to learn not to try and show off in the day in the life, because otherwise your hand will ache for the remainder of the day. Oh, I am a husk of a man than I was when I first started playing that song. Like, my thing just... like, oh, I felt something pop. I felt something pop. Oh, that was nasty. Oh, I enjoy it, but oh man. Hurts. Yeah, if you can't tell, I'm trying to keep this one visually interesting, but a video's done, uploaded, and it's just past 4 PM. So, I basically have the rest of the day to do whatever I want. I just need to make a thumbnail, do a title and description for the Minecraft video, and we're good for the day. I may do an additional one just because A, cool to show you guys a bit more in depth, maybe for a different series, and B, I've got the upload last night, so yeah. But there's a few different things I can do right now. I may be going out later in this evening, which will always be interesting. I'm not going to shoot too much, because again, I really do not fancy leaking my destiny. I am going out later tonight with some friends to the pub. I won't shoot too much there, if at all, just because A, it's a social thing, and B, don't want to accidentally leak near around where I live. And yeah, on top of that, I have piano practice later as well. Again, I've drank all of G Fuel. I've got a lot of energy, so I feel like doing that. In terms of anything else I can do, there's a few other things. I have Honkai Star Rail and Genshin, just kind of do my dailies in them, kind of like general day stuff. And as a more interesting thing, I could play Persona 4 on the PS2 over in that corner there. Just because I can get some more stuff for the review and stuff, get myself in the right mood. Maybe we go do some script writing. I don't know. I think piano might be the better shout after I do my dailies, so I suppose hard cut to that, and then if I've got any more time to go play Persona, or I end up feeling like I want to, then guess we'll cut over to that and see where that leads us. So that's where I scroll Honkai Star Rail right now. But I figured I'd learn something like really weird. I don't know if I'm able to like capture this, because like chances on my phone and forth whether I balance it. But I've recently developed a thing where they have a thing where you can basically just AFK farm for materials using your daily resin, and I thought it would be a smart idea to do like assorted exercises while I wait for it to finish, because I can beat it on auto battle, and it's quick to do it on auto battle, so I may as well double up on the fact I can essentially sit back and do nothing for like 5 minutes. So I'm going to do that, and I guarantee the next clip is me looking completely mortal from whatever I decide to do. So I'm going to try and get this, because why not? And, you know, I can't do anything productive without having music on, so, hopefully this isn't... it's easy enough to put it out. Okay, so I stopped after 2, because I got a really bad stitch. I did them for a while yesterday as well. I feel like how long one of those takes, I did it for 3 of them. 5 minutes is like a generous estimate. No, very slim estimate. So it's like 10 minutes of just constant assorted things. I started on jumping jacks today. It's like my general go-to, easy enough. Don't need too much muscle, and you know it's cardio, so my heart doesn't do the thing which makes me go at like 3 AM. Oh, it's this the one that kills me. Yeah, and I figured I'd show this. It's part of my daily routine if I manage to hold on to that, and it's like a double pump thing. You know, it's like it'd be boring to sit there doing that, and I as well do something I know that even if it is only for 10 minutes, it's like partly increasing my longevity. Like my arms, I'm not sure if anyone else knows because I'm me. I probably know myself best. Like here, for example, like here is definitely slimmed down a little bit because you know, doing this constantly. But yeah, so yeah, show that. It's like an interesting quirk of my day. And also we are running out of camera angles in this room, but we will persevere anyway. So I've got about 40 minutes until my piano lesson starts, so I figured I would play some Persona 4 on PS2 to motivate me to write some Neremik 2 scripts. If I can get some of that in there, all for today, that'd be pretty cool. But I am going like out with my friends immediately after my lesson, so we'll see which way it ends up crumbling. But yeah, I'm going to chill, go to my piano lesson. Obviously can't record that, and then maybe see a few photos of me out. Maybe you'll see me arguably slightly more tipsy while I wrap this one up, get thumbnails and descriptions done. And yeah, excuse me while I proceed to embark on arguably one of the greatest gaming experiences anyone could conceivably ask for. So I'm back from the meal. We just decided not to drink too much, just kind of went out for food to chat for a little while. It was alright. My piano lesson went quite alright as well. I now officially know everything that there is to know for my grade 6 exam, which is just a matter of getting it decent. So, in terms of what the plan for the rest of the night is now, it is 10 PM. I've just got in, explained to my sister why vaping and smoking is bad, and by proxy what capitalism and communism is. Don't ask, she's 12. And yeah, no, the general plan is I'm going to chill with my friends for a bit. We have a Minecraft server, sort of logistics-wise, but also what I'm going to do, kind of a little tease for you guys, I'm going to try and get Centric working, but not for the series you think it is, well possibly. I have seen that a few people wanting a Tomodachi thing to be announced at the Nintendo Direct recently, and I figured, what if we did a Tomodachi Life Let's Play to capitalise on that, you know? It's like, perhaps. So, feeling it. I'm going to experiment, see what I can get working. and spend some time on that. And then I'll come back in later, show you how to make thumbnails, tags, descriptions and whatnot, and then we can wrap it up with the end of the day. So, and the video, look, I will not run out of space on my phone. I somehow managed to use an hour and a half worth of footage today that you're likely not gonna see. So I'm going to try and keep this briefer than the editing section was, but we're going to end up making 2 thumbnails and uploading 2 videos just to highlight how the end of the video making bit goes. So basically, make them in 1280-720, doesn't really make a change in quality, and then we just import a load of stuff I've got saved. So in the name of Minecraft, that is the Minecraft logo and the heart, and in the name of Zelda, that would just be the logo. Then, we need to go making things, so we get the episode numbers, throw those in, throw the text in, and then we get any images we need. So for hardcore, really easy, it's just a background, we blur it, size things up, that is that one done. For Zelda it's a little bit more difficult because we have to get a character, but it's a similar concept of just trim around them, and then, because it's a character, we put a white border that is slightly bigger than the thing we've just cut out around them, add a little bit of a drop shadow on them, and that just makes it pop a bit more. And then we'll usually end up cranking up the saturation slider as well, just to make the thumbnail seem a bit more appealing and stand out. And that's pretty much it. Quite simplified, but I genuinely think they look quite nice. Usually we'll put things a little bit of an angle as well, and realistically that is all there is to it. There's no some secret sauce, it is generally that simple. Now for videos, it's also been surprisingly streamlined since the last time. YouTube will just allow you to import things from previous videos, and the only thing that we don't is the playlist, because that's bugged. In terms of tags, they're usually all set up. The general rule is have like gaming let's play in there, then of course the title of the game, and then if there's a specific section of the game that we're currently doing, we will change that. So the best example for that is, whereas Minecraft hardcores will stay mostly the same, because we're doing the Triforce shards in Wind Waker starting this episode, we'll go in, add that in, and whatnot. Also, some older Let's Plays, and depending on which one it is, the description will sometimes either have a few more keywords in it to help it in search, or none at all. So you can see for hardcore, we just ended up putting that, whereas for Zelda, it's kind of a bit more structured as what we're doing to get it a few more hits in search, because that one struggles a bit more. Then, once that's all sorted, we need to come up with thumbnails. Generally I try and time around, I think both of them are quite good. It can do with either what we do in the episode or what we talk about in the episode, but generally titles, even though we've made 1,800 plus of them, they generally only take a few minutes to come up with, maybe listen to a song or something. You know, a few of them do actually have song lyric references in them, there's like a few examples of that on screen now, but generally, title, import all the other stuff, change the tags if required, put a thing in the description, and that's that part done. As for the ending part, all we need to do is import the end screens from the previous episode. That will make sure the channel subscribe and playlist shows up at the end of the video, and we had a video card linking to the previous episode in case anyone wants to check that out as well. Then the final thing we do, we will copy the link and add everyone in my Discord to let them know the video's out, set the video to go public, and then we'll open the videos, give them a like, because you know, gotta get them rolling somehow, and then we'll just add them to the corresponding playlists and let them play, listen to audio and whatnot. And that is pretty much how it goes. Now, usually uploading just comes at the very end of my day. There's no particular reason for it, it's just kind of how it tends to happen. But there is one thing I do. If recording marks the end of my day, then this next thing has to be the final thing I do. And that is this little thing I've kept since last October, known as General Adventure, which is just a daily log. With uploading videos, I can then recap the entire day. And it's mainly a thing for me, and the whole point of it is that it's pretty much just an entirely private thing where I keep track of everything that happened that day, write a thing down, and if I need to refer to it in the future, then so be it. Again, usually most people wouldn't see this, like maybe the police see it if it helps solve a murder, but barring that, this is pretty much the only time I'm ever going to show it you people. It's like, you really get a peek under the hood, don't say I don't go all the way for this concept. But yeah, as you can see, I'm kind of recapping the day, ins and outs and whatnot. Kind of bland, you know, didn't figure I'd write any actual drama in it. Realistically, I was recording most of the day, and there was none to be had. So, yeah, that really does mark the end of the day, though, and it marks the end of this sub-special. Again, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I know it's a departure from, like, you know, more traditional content you'd see on this channel, but hopefully you found it interesting and informative regardless, and that, you know, kind of the blending of a day in the life and how my videos made went down well. I definitely had fun putting this video together. And with that, really is the end of this. In fact, I'm recording this and getting this ready to export once again right at the end of the day. So, last thing I'll ask you to do, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And with all that said, and all that aside, thanks for watching, guys. My name's been Neremik. Thank you for 900 subscribers. 1,000 is so concerningly close, I just know we can get it before the end of the year. And peace out.
You know, all the setup it took to get this single camera shot definitely wasn't worth it. And also my phone can fall off my wardrobe at any second. So, thanks for 900!